Hey, Stacy. This is the Keith, coming once again for another conversation between the Stacy and the Keith, in which we let the entire world listen to our talks. Well, Stace, I'd like to talk to you today about video game adaptations of movies, or, hold on, scratch that, other way around, movie adaptations of video games. To say that there has been no real good examples of a video game adapted into a movie is far from a heresy. Take a look at those movies such as Mario Brothers, or from what I hear, the Assassin's Creed, or Mortal Kombat. I know this one's going to be bad, though a lot of people did enjoy it. I personally didn't like the Tomb Raider movies. But, you look at why, though. Well, what is it about video games that make it so hard to adapt into a feature film length, or into the medium of film? You hear a lot that a lot of the video games that we have are interactive movies. Take a look at those such as Beyond, or some of the Telltale games. The ones that are you make a decision and but based upon the idea of cinematic timing. Or take a look at words are coming, I swear they are. I can see the game in my head. Max, the girl who is able to control time. You know what game I'm talking about. Another game that it's fairly action light, but instead is based on the idea of you moving forward. You'd think that those kind of games would be easy to adapt into a movie form. They're very action light. They're very narrative driven. Though when you think of that's kind of the issue. When you look at the movies, when you look at those video games, you can't account for what every person does in them. So instead, you are left with the idea of going through them with a fairly generic-based story or something like that, in which case it's not this game that the person has an emotional connection with. It's not that game that they made. So though people go in there with that expectation, only to find that it has been ruined, only to find that it's not what they wanted, it's what the producers did. Or you have those other ones which are, hey, there was a Stacy. I'm glad that happened. That's right, people. Now you have to see what I live with every day.
Oh, I make your life far more interesting.
You'd think so. No, but then think about other ones that are less story driven, more hit the button driven. It's like Mario. Mario, for the most part, doesn't really have that strong of a plot, so you'd have a lot that you'd be able to work with in there, or so you would think. But the generic tale of a plumber a person who goes and saves a kidnapped princess isn't enough to keep the attention of an audience member these days. It's kind of hard to even build well, that's not true. It's you can still build a 3-act structure around it, but as a moviegoer, we now find ourselves demanding more and more of movies. We want plots, we want subplots, we want character development. And when you have the plumber doing the same thing every game, it's kind of hard to do that. There's a saying that when you change medium, you change rules. And I think that's one of the issues of what's going on. You change rules, you change expectations. And you need to try to get to the point where you can reach the broadest appeal. And with that, you're expanding the boundaries beyond, the video game. It's the cross-section there, video game, and the people who play the video game, the people who go to the movies, isn't always there. Take a look at the Lord of the Rings films. Mom, Pa, Betty didn't read the books. Oh, they saw the movies. Oh well, my time is getting short, so I've got to run, man. Have a great day.